This is my retrospective of my year in AP Seminar. My first thoughts were of like surprise because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this subject, but at the end I did like it. The mock IRR, I chose this image that said "Let him cook" because I was like preparing the mock, you know what I mean, and I was like getting ready for it to be well done. In the IRR, I chose this image because at the end I thought it was gonna be easier than it was. It was kind of difficult. For the TMP, in my team project, I was the person that worked the most, so I chose this image because the members of my team were like kind of distracted, so I had to do most of the work. The written argument was like super like complicated for me because it was a lot of text and a lot of information in so little time. The IMP is like Michael Jordan suffering because I had to text a lot of words in my computer and a lot of time was dedicated to that activity. In the yoke, I was like surprised and amazed by this. And things I did while I should be working was designing some t-shirts for the football team. And I chose my silliest moment was when La Bomba took my AirPods and threw them through the window, and the rubric, and yeah, that's all. Thank you. In this section, I chose my saddest moment, which was uploading a rubric that was part of the TMP. I didn't upload the rubric in time, so I got a 0 grade in the summative assessment in last period. This meant I didn't pass the subject this last period, but in this period I had to improve my grades, and that's what I did. Also, the proudest moment for me was the AP Seminar final exam because I felt great. At the end of the exam, I could complete it with a lot of satisfaction and using all of my abilities that I learned throughout this course with the help of my teacher, Miss Karina, who I love and appreciate a lot as a teacher. She's great, and I love this class, this school. My friends in this class, they're all great. Some things that I also did, some things that I want to mention specifically was that a lot of the time in class I was doing like things that I shouldn't have done, like working in some designs of my clothing brand, also for the football shirt of the school. There was a lot of time that I spent doing this that I didn't have to.
Faltó uno, el antes.
I also want to explain my IMP because this presentation, I love doing the presentation when the teacher recorded us in school. I prepare a lot of time to achieve a successful result in this presentation, and thanks to the information that the teacher gave us throughout all of the course and throughout this year, I could make a successful presentation and be satisfied with my final result.
What is the silliest moment in your class?
The silliest moment for me, as I previously explained, was we were in class and La Bomba took my AirPods, like joking, and he threw one of the AirPods through the window, so I had to use the Find My iPhone app to find the AirPod, and I chose these images because it is La Bomba, my AirPods, and Find My iPhone. These are basically the main moments I had throughout this year in AP Seminar, and I hope my results in the exam are great and they're going to be published in July. So thank you for your attention. I love you guys. Also in the EOC, it was a difficult job for me because I had to dedicate a lot of time to this, and meanwhile I was preparing for Lidera and a lot of things, so it was like difficult to achieve